not right now. And then later this afternoon, you can just have a look at them, and you can see there's like no wires there. Yeah, so it charges like in an hour. No. No, we just make our own collection. So we have like a prêt-à-porter collection that also has some sportswear, and then we have like a haute couture collection, which we do like for special events. But it's actually Kid Circuit is designed their own brand. Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Francesca. It's very gives us all some sort of thoughts on future designs. Now, next, I'd like to introduce Jenny Tillotson, who I know you will know, who will talk about wearable sensory products.
That's right.
That's
sort of, yes, but I'm going to cross over to consumer goods as well. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's a real pleasure to be here. I'm actually an alumni of the RCA. I did my PhD here a while back. And I'm now at Central St Martin's, but also working at Cambridge University, so I'm kind of split between the two, working as a sensory designer and fashion communicator. But I've got two spin-out companies, one from Central St Martin's and one from the Institute of Biotechnology, so I'm kind of working with well-being. That's my main thing, well-being and fashion and textiles, wearable technology. And at the Institute of Biotechnology, we are working on a new technology, which is why I'm here to talk about this on printed plastic electronics, which is we just worked on quite recently. So I thought I'd just quickly give you an evolution of the projects, actually, if I could get these to work. It started off, I first got into this area really just through, when I was at Central St Martin's, on my first degree, I did a fashion journalism, fashion communication, and I wanted to come up with some way of creating a multi-sensory book that could work with sort of computer chips. But I couldn't find a way of using scent. I mean, there just wasn't a way. This is some years ago. So it ended up, I came to the Royal College of Art to do a PhD in printed textiles, and this is kind of why it's led on to the. It's not working well. Bear with me. And then I ended up at Central St Martin's working on sensory design. And I've been there about sort of 8 years, looking at new ways of releasing fragrances in sort of jewellery and textiles, but interactive textiles. And I've recently been working with Philips on a fellowship called Smell the Colour of the Rainbow, and that sort of finished quite recently. And I'm now, this is sort of continuing, but I'm also working on a project at Cambridge University which hasn't actually got a name, but it's working on a printed electronics, a new delivery system, which I'll talk a bit further about. Sorry.